exit poll data. I understand we've got some new information in.
We do. On this question of men and women voting, just to remind everyone, women since 1980 have tended to vote for the Democrat. Men have tended to vote for the Republican. Here's what the gender gap looks like in this election. We've got overall, in terms of share of the vote, you've got 53% of the electorate is women, according to the emerging exit polls, 47% is men. Okay, how are they breaking up? Well, Kamala Harris has 55% of women to Donald Trump's 43% of women. So she's ahead by 12 points. But just for historical reference, in 2020, when the share was a little bit lower, 52% of the electorate, Joe Biden had a 15-point lead among women. So Joe Biden, according to the exit polls at this moment, as we've been talking about, they're tentative, had a better lead with women than Kamala Harris has at the moment. Let's just talk about men briefly, if we must. Donald Trump is up 53-44. So he's up by 9 points. In 2020, Donald Trump won men with 8 points. So Donald Trump, now 8 and 9 is relatively basically even in terms of the exit polls, so you don't want to go too far on a single point gap. But essentially, Kamala Harris, based on these figures, is not doing as well as she needs to do to turn out the women's vote. If you'll tolerate a little bit more, let's look at the gender gap with men under 30. There was a lot of reporting about whether Donald Trump was going to do better with men under 30. Here, basically, it shows Harris 49, Trump 47. That's essentially even. But if we go back in history to 2020, men under 30 voted for Joe Biden 52% to Donald Trump's 41%. So historically, Biden got young men by 11 points.
So is this the so-called bro vote? The men under 30?
The bro vote is basically even, which is not great for Kamala Harris based on the traditional patterns of voting.
So I wonder, let's just take stock of where we are, because you have said that he's doing better among young men. He's the bro vote. She's underperforming with women, if these exit polls are correct. And in Georgia and North Carolina, she's also underperforming Joe Biden among independents.
That's right. Georgia and Pennsylvania, she's even among independents in North Carolina. So that's right. And she's and if you want to just look at women under 30, Harris, it's 63-35. So she's doing very well. Of course, Biden was 67-32. So his margin was bigger with women under 30 than hers was as well.
And you know what has been so fascinating to watch in this campaign is how Kamala Harris herself has avoided using gender as something to campaign on. And I can't help but think about the difference between this campaign and Hillary Clinton's campaign. I was there on election night in 2016 when she was at the Javits Center here in New York, and it had that symbolic glass ceiling that she clearly did not crack at that time. And here we are with Kamala Harris intentionally almost avoiding questions about and having to answer questions about her gender, that she has not asked voters to see her gender or her race or her ethnicity, for that matter, as a reason that she should get this job. It has been a very clear strategy for her to not campaign on gender.
And Nora, there were cracks in the glass ceiling, just didn't get shattered.
Some cracks, exactly.
I remember that speech. Yes. You were there, yes.
It came late, exactly.
If you dive deeper into these gender numbers, there's some real concern for Democrats. Let's start with Latino men, for example. Trump is winning them 54-45 right now. And she's only winning 61% of Latinas. Those are low numbers. Those are not comfortable numbers. The other one, if you look at white women, the hope was that she could win them nationally, given the abortion issue, given the fact that she would make history. Trump is winning what traditionally happens, 52% of them, based on this exit poll. So no measurable difference there either among women. Both of those would be real warning signs for the Harris team.
There was a belief that women, Republican women in particular, would go into the booth and vote their values, vote their conscience.
And they may still.
And they kept saying, you don't have to tell anybody, it's your own private vote. And what we're seeing early on, that does not appear to be the case.
This is national. So we'll see whether in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Michigan, these numbers are more specific and different. But nationally, at least, it doesn't look like there's been much movement and losses with Latinos.